Hi everybody, welcome to our crash course on getting started with Canvas. This is our brand new learning management system. So you also hear this called an LMS as well. So we'll call it Canvas, we'll call it an LMS, we'll call it online courses. All of those names are fairly interchangeable for this product. We're pretty excited about this. We've been working with Blackboard, which is owned by Goodwin University, for the past year or so, and it was time for us to have a learning management system that was just for us. So we went ahead and moved forward with this product called Canvas. And the way that you access this is by going to stoneacademy.instructure.com, and that's something that you're going to want to save in your browser. It'll also be sent in the email that pointed you to this video, so you'll have that link ready to go. We're going to be starting in January by going to this learning management system instead of going to Blackboard. So all of your classes that started in Blackboard in December are going to be moved over to Canvas. Now, we hope that you'll have a little bit of patience with not only the administration working on getting Canvas up and running, but also your faculty and staff members as we are making this transition in the middle of the year. The way that Stone's schedule is kind of a non-stop schedule, it makes it hard to really implement something this big at any time. So we did decide to go with this as Goodwin University, our agreement with them has ended. So enough of kind of the details and nitty gritty here. Let's go ahead and jump into the crash course here. And when you go to stoneacademy.instructure.com, you're going to be brought to a login screen. Now, if you do this on a phone, you're actually going to be brought to a Canvas login screen. So you're not in the wrong spot. It just won't be labeled as Stone Academy. It will be labeled as Canvas. I would suggest, if possible, the first time that you log into Canvas that you do it on a computer or an iPad, just to kind of get the full experience of logging in. So it is asking for an email and a password the first time that you log in. You may be wondering what your password is. And in this case, for security purposes, we're going to want you to set your own password. So the very first time that you go to stoneacademy.instructure.com, you're actually going to click on the Forgot Password link. Now, I know you didn't forget your password because you never had one to start with, but this is the way that we're going to set our password for the very first time. So we're going to click on Forgot Password, and the email that you absolutely have to use is going to be your brand new student.stone.edu email address. So in this case, this is a generic email address, but it would be your first name and your last name at student.stone.edu. So we want to make sure that we're using this new school created email address, because that is how you are going to be associated with your courses and where all the notifications are going to show up for any assignments or exams or any global notifications that we're going to be pushing out through the system. So right now you get notifications through iGrade. We'll also be sending notifications through Canvas too. So you want to make sure that you do have access to that student.stone.edu email address. If you are having any issues with your email address, don't hesitate to go to stone.edu/email help, and you can ask us to reset your password. We're lucky in Canvas that you can reset your password on your own, but unfortunately with your email, we actually have to help you reset that password. So once you click reset password, it will send you an email, and in that email there will be a link for you to set your password for the first time. And once you set your password, we're going to go back to our login screen and we are going to enter again our Stone email address and our brand new password. So it's already pre-filling for me. Again, it's super important that you're using your Stone email address because that's going to be our new official way to contact you. Now here's to hoping I got my password right. And when you log in the first time, you may only see a student orientation course. So we are working on getting your classes up and into Canvas. It will likely be very close to the start date of your course that you'll start to see different classes populating your dashboard. However, if you want to get a head start and get your feet wet working with Canvas, there are a few things that I would suggest that you do first. So at this point, if you've logged in, you have gotten to this screen, you've pretty much done all that you can do until your classes have been populated. However, if you want to get ahead of the game, here are a few things that you can do. So up here at the top, you may see a setting for notification preferences, and this is going to be the emails, and possibly, if you set that up, can be text messages that also get sent to you as well. So we're going to go into the account section, which is right underneath the Stone Academy seal on the left-hand side of the screen. So when I click on that, I get a menu that comes out from the side of the screen, and I have my notification preferences, I have my profile, I can see all the files that I've uploaded to Canvas, and I also have settings. So these are first 4 options are going to be items that you can look at and edit and change as needed. And then the last one is the global announcements that are coming through the system. So this is a good thing to know where that is. You will be notified with an email for a global announcement, but this is where you can see all of them in the same place. All right, so the first place I'm actually going to go is not the very top option. I'm actually going to go into settings first. So this is going to be all of the information that is in the system for you. Now we've used the name information that was submitted and is tied to all of your official files. If there is something wrong with that, feel free to reach out to myself, which is ksancha at stone.edu, and we can go ahead and update that. But we do want to use your official name as much as possible. However, there are some things that you can edit. And the first thing that I would suggest that you edit is actually your picture. And the reason that I always tell everyone, including faculty members, that they want to go ahead and upload a picture is that it's much easier to interact with people online if you can see their face. So even if it's a little tiny picture, it's something better than this kind of amorphous gray blob that is in this box right now. So the way that we edit the picture is by hovering over that picture and clicking the edit pencil. Once we click that, we can upload a picture. We can take a picture if your computer has a webcam, and we also have the option to pull from a program called Gravatar. If you do use that, you can pull the picture from there. Most people, including myself, will actually upload a picture, and when you click choose a picture, it will open up your files on your computer, and you can check a picture or click a picture that works best for you. So that would be my very first step, is going ahead and putting in an image. The next step would be to click Edit Settings. On the far right-hand side, you'll see an Edit Settings button with an edit pencil to the left. So when I click on that, you can see the options that are able to be changed. So you can add in your pronouns, you can change your language, and you can change your time zone. There really shouldn't be too much of a need to make changes to language or time zone, but you can also change your password here as well. So if you added in a password, it's not the one that you think you're going to remember enough, you can also click this change password button and change it from there. You have your different ways to log in. And then down here we have some feature options of things that might be beneficial to you if you may need a high contrast UI, which is an accessibility component that Canvas has put in. It's hard for you to read kind of this white on gray background. We do have that high contrast option for you. And we also have different options like underlining links to make them easier to see. So there are some really nice options there as well. You can also add in another contact method if you'd like, if that's a cell phone or something that you can receive text messages on, that's up to you. I would stick with email for the most part to start with, but if that's not enough and you feel like you want more frequent announcements, you can check out that extra contact method as well. Okay, so that's our settings section. In our profile section, you can add a biography if you want. If you have a blog or something that you'd like to share, you can edit that in the profile section here as well. When we click on the notifications section, we're going to see a list of all of the different events and actions that can trigger notifications to your email. There are quite a few, so I would make a point of kind of scrolling through and seeing what all of these different notifications are. And some of them, especially the ones at the bottom, are pretty important. So global announcements right now already has a bell icon, which means notify immediately. You'll also see a bunch of different icons going on for all of these different events. And there are 4 kinds of notifications that you can choose from. So when I click on one of these icons, I can choose for this event to notify me immediately with an email. I can choose a daily summary, which will send me an email with a bunch of different things that have happened during that course of that day, whether that's a new assignment that's been posted or something that's happened in Canvas. There's a weekly summary, which you can group everything together from the week. And then there's also turning notifications off. So these are all options that you may want to start with the default that Canvas puts together for you and then tweak them as you receive notifications throughout the first couple of weeks. But I did want you to see that the notification settings are under Account and then under Notifications. All right, so those would be the first couple of things that I would do. I would add in an image in the settings section. I'd set my pronouns in the settings section. You can add a bio if you'd like, and then I would investigate and take a look at all of the different options that you have for notifications. Now in the courses section or the dashboard section, again, you're going to see your student orientation course that is available to you. It's not required, but it does show you how to upload content, how to make edits, and how to do a bunch of different things. In the second video that is next in this series, I will walk you through an example of one of our Stone Academy courses, just so that you can get the lay of the land and kind of figure out how all of these courses are going to be set up and where to find all of the information that you're looking for.